everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So I'm going to start with the big trials. Two trials going on Tuesday, June 6th. Harry will finally be taking the stand after snubbing the court on Monday, June 5th, allegedly because he had to attend a 2-year-old's birthday party. Says the judge rebukes Prince Harry's barrister after the Duke was, quote, unavoidably on the first unavailable on the first day of his phone hacking trial against the Mirror's publishers because he was celebrating daughter Lilibet's birthday. He was due to give evidence, but only set off from Los Angeles late last night. Harry was due to give evidence to the High Court, but he was left late from LA after celebrating Lilibet's birthday at home. Mr. Justice Fancourt said he was, quote, surprised that Harry 38 was not available to start giving evidence today in the case against the Mirror Publishing for alleged hacking. Harry's barrister or lawyer, David Sherborne, said his client was in a, quote, different category. Oh, really? Mr. Sherborne. Harry's in a different category, all right? He's a drugged up retard. That category, you mean? Yeah, okay, got it. Because of his, quote, travel and security arrangements. Actually, he's not. He lost IPP, Sherborne. We all know it. What a lie. Oh my gosh. Please. He travels by private jet everywhere. He's so insecure, it's so dangerous and all. The Duke will become the first senior royal to give evidence in a court since 1891 when he takes the witness box. He is one of 4 claimants suing the newspaper group which denies their allegations of hacking. Harry was due to start his evidence tomorrow morning or Tuesday morning, but the judge has made it clear that witnesses should be ready earlier in case they are needed. And this morning it became clear that Harry could have started his evidence this afternoon or Monday afternoon. Sherborne told the court, quote, the Duke of Suing and Sex is attending tomorrow to give evidence. He flew yesterday evening from Los Angeles. He was attending his daughter's birthday yesterday, and he arrives. The judge interrupted. I'm a little surprised that the first witness is not going to be available today. Mr. Sherborne said he is in a different category to the other 3 claimants because of his travel arrangements and security arrangements. Mr. Justice Fancourt said it had been anticipated that witnesses might be needed sooner, and that's why I directed that the first witness should be available. So the judge told him to be there, and Harry wasn't there. Please, Harry doesn't listen to the king. He's not going to listen to a judge. The prince's lawyer replied, I hear what your lordship says. The judge said he did not want to spend any more time discussing it as it appears nothing can be done. Andrew Green KC from the Mirror Group newspaper said, quote, it was absolutely extraordinary that we were told only yesterday that he was not available for day 1 of this trial. We are deeply troubled by that. We have done everything we can to not waste court time. Now we are going to have some time wasted this afternoon. Harry's case against the Mirror publisher is expected to last for 7 weeks and is about halfway through. The first half focused on generic claims against the newspaper group. And that's where that guy came out and said, I never said that I hacked anyone. It's totally fraud going on. The second half comprises a series of self-contained trials, beginning with Harry's trial against the paper starting Monday, followed by those of his fellow 3 claimants, Coronation Street actors Michael Turner and Nikki Sanderson, and comedian Paul Whitehouse, ex-wife Fiona Whiteman or Whitman, however you say that. So that's it. That's all they have there. So Harry was a no-show. So I look at that. But what's interesting is so on Tuesday, Harry is going to finally show his puffy, hungover face in court. And on the same day, there's another trial about Harry that it's probably going to be overshadowed by whatever nonsense Harry comes up with in the witness stand. But this one's much more interesting to me. Says while Prince Harry appears in High Court in London, another case will be underway in Washington, where a conservative think tank has demanded access to the Duke of Sussex's U.S. visa application to confirm if he admitted to illegal drug use. The Heritage Foundation will face off in federal court against the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, DHS, after the right-wing think tank filed a Freedom of Information lawsuit to unseal the prince's immigration files last month. In his recent memoir, the 38-year-old admitted to using marijuana, magic mushrooms, and cocaine. And the foundation has demanded to know if Harry confessed to taking drugs on his visa application when he moved to California in 2020. Quote, widespread and continuous media coverage has surfaced the question to whether DHS properly admitted the Duke of Sussex in light of the fact that he has publicly admitted to the essential elements of a number of drug offenses in both the U.S. and abroad. In his best-selling memoir, the prince came clean about using drugs to help him deal with his past trauma. In interviews to promote the book, he has suggested that he had continued using drugs since moving to the U.S. in 2020. Ah, so he's admitted he continues to use it. Of course he does, druggy. He's so arrogant. He does drugs, illegal drugs, and he just thinks he's special. Don't you know? He's not like you poor peasant drug addicts. You're the ones that end up in the gutter. But he will always be wealthy and protected no matter what. He's part of the Masonic, Illuminati, satanic group. Wow, he's just so full of himself. And he even stood up this judge. I mean, Harry is so out of control. This was Harry's trial, and he doesn't show up. He's so angry at the press. He should be showing the judge that he's chomping at the bit to get the press, get them back for all their wrongdoings. Instead, he's like, it's Lilibet's birthday. I think I'll do that first. I mean, that just shows you how non-committed Harry is to this trials that he's paying lots of money for and wasting lots of taxpayer money for. So, I don't know. What do you think? I want to look into this. Is Harry scared? Was he hungover? Is this a tactic to delay it till Tuesday when his trial in Washington starts? So, because this could be another PR ploy going on. Distract, 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 right? You got a big trial going on Tuesday in Washington. Maybe he wants to make sure to overshadow that in the PR. I'm sure Meghan is working hard to make sure to push the best stories out. Let's find out. What's the real reason Harry didn't go? Or was it really the birthday party? Let's find out. Oh, and I want to show you this. I don't think Fiona or Avid Gardener would mind, but I thought this was so funny. I was like, I have to share this. Just this part of this video. She should have been a comedian. Give me 1 second here. Get this up. Here we go.
If I'm wrong, I hope he understands. Well, he's just a mere judge. Just a judge. Who does he think he is? Oh, he's dealing with a prince of the realm. How dare he put demands on Prince Harry? Prince Harry needs to lie down to get over his jet lag because he was late leaving California. And it's not just any old 2-year-old's birthday party that he had to attend, and that's why he's late. It wasn't just any old 2-year-old, Judge Fancourt. Oh, this was the birthday of Princess Lilibet of Montecito, California, no less. And as we all know, 2-year-olds' birthday parties frequently run on into the night, burning the midnight hour, don't they?
She is funny. Yeah, that was a good one. That was good. So definitely watch her videos. She's got lots to say about this trial and much more. So anyways, I want to focus on this. Was that Harry's attitude? Or is he just scared? or something, or is it just high and hungover? I'm gonna be using, this is the bag I got with it, the Heaven and Earth Tarot. That's what it looks like on the box there. We're gonna look at it. What's going on with Harry? Now I've just remembered that in the last court appearance, remember Harry showed up in court when he didn't need to be there, and he brought the Netflix cameras, and he called the paps, he called the paparazzis, and he purposely, it seemed, purposely banged into one. To make it look like, oh, he's surrounded by all these photographers and he's trying to get in the courtroom, and he didn't even need to be there. He wasn't testifying or anything. And so now, when he is expected and is told by the judge to be there, he doesn't show up. He shows up when it's not necessary and he's not expected to be there. And then he doesn't show up when he is expected to be there and directly told by the judge to be there. So, what the hell? What was, you know, what, you know, nothing makes sense to these two. They're just insane. Anyway, let's find out. Is he insane? Is he just high as a kite? Uh, MK Ultra to death? Is his brain just fried, or is he just looking for more drama? Let's find out. What the hell is Harry thinking? Was he thinking at all when he did not show up in court to give testimony for this phone hacking trial against the Mirror Group? Let's find out. Right, shuffle the cards, so I'm going to split the deck. Let's see, what was Harry thinking? Let's see what the cards show. Does he think at all? General attitude. Oh my, what is this? Devil. He is so evil. He is so evil. He is just being evil. Now, the drug devil can also be talking about drug addictions. But I'm getting, this is a very satanic thing going on. Harry is part of the satanic Masonic group, and maybe he was doing something with them. He may have been doing some sort of ceremony. He was expected. It was like either appear before the judge or appear before his, like, I don't know, satanic grand master. Or maybe Harry was worshiping the devil, making a sacrifice of some sort, drinking some blood, and the environment of it. Oh, look at that. Queen of Pentacles reversed. Hmm. Hmm. Whoa. Now, I don't think that's Catherine. I don't think Catherine has anything to do with this. I think Queen of Pentacles, you think Catherine the Capricorn, or the late Queen Elizabeth the Taurus, but I don't think it's any of them. I think that now the Queen of Pentacles is about, reversed is about the gold digger woman. It can be about that. And it's also about a controlling, overly controlling woman. And this is a very maternal card. It's like she's holding her fake belly bump there, right? It's like someone we know, right? And it's reversed. I'm getting the vibe of the devil reverse. Now, reverse can be excess of, secretively. I kind of get that overindulging with Megan on drugs, or doing some kind of satanic ceremony with her and the Lilibet thing there. But things were, there's a lot of confusion here and delays. This can be delays. But what's the real reason? The real reason he didn't go at the bottom of it all. Oh, look at that. Princess of Pentacles. Look at that. That would be the Lilibet card. Wow. So I think in his drug-addled mind, and potentially because of Megan's theatrics and pressure and influence and control, because the devil is somebody who controls you, right? I mean, these people are chained to the devil, and the devil could be seen as Megan, and actually Queen of Pentacles could be Doria, and the drugs. But I see here this oppressive control he's under, and there's a woman here, which could be the greedy Megan and or her mother there. Maybe they were doing some kind of ceremony first, and or they wanted to exercise their control over him in some way, and they caused him delays. But at the bottom of it all, I do get that his excuse of Princess Lilibet here. I'm sorry, I shouldn't call her princess. Is she a princess? Is that really? Does she really have that title? Did King Charles give her that title? I think he did, right? For her, just to make Meghan shut up already. But whatever the case may be, she can't use it in the U.S. You're an American, you can't use it, and she's American, so you're not supposed to accept foreign titles when you're American. But of course, they're not American, they're global citizens. But I do actually think Harry felt pressured by Doria and Meghan and to be there. I think Meghan was being a control freak and saying, no, you've got to be here for this, you know. She makes it seems like for Meghan it's a really big deal, and also just being in control of Harry all the time, of course, is her main reason for living. So, what triggered him to do this as well? Magician reversed. Because they know, Meghan knows, Harry knows, everyone knows that Harry does not have the skills to pay the bills, right? This is what Harry wants to do in the courtroom, but this is what's going to happen. You know, he is floundering, and I think Meghan may have been working on him, and I think actually they may have been Meghan may have been trying to not only with her satanic, um, you know, whatever what she's been doing there with that. I also think Meghan was, she has some way of programming Harry. I kind of get her and Doria, and they sort of get him into this, mindsets for the courtroom. And I think she was working on him or trying to work on him to get him, ready for it, ready for his role. Because I think for Meghan, from her perspective, this is like an acting role, and but she takes it to the next level, of course, with her mind effery and other tactics that her and Doria use to train Harry and get him ready for trial, and that caused a delay. Now, again, it could have been that Harry had some issues with his medications, his psychotics, and his drugs and drinking, and something going on that they needed to sober him up first to get him ready. Had to get him on the right meds first so he could think straight. So how's Harry expecting it to go? So I'm not seeing him being afraid, more that he's been so brainwashed and controlled and manipulated that he knows he needs their help to do this. Because I think he recognizes that, he's not, he doesn't know what he's getting himself into. And everyone's saying it. They're like, Harry's never been confronted, with questions. And so I think they were trying to prep him for it, but, he's never going to be ready for that no matter what. So how's Harry expecting things to go? Oh my. Oh my. He has very, 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 very high expectations of what he's going to perform in court. Look at this. Megan and Doria have got him puffed up. His ego is so huge. He thinks he's going to ride into that courtroom on his chariot and just conquer everyone and everything. And I do believe that, with the devil over here, I think that he thinks with his satanic power and power group behind him that he's just going to, I don't know, maybe he's getting possessed by something to do the job. Maybe that's what Doria and Megan are helping him with. Like, here, Harry, we'll give you a smart demon in your body to go in because Harry's got all kinds of chutzpah here, as they say. He just thinks he's going to go in there and accomplish great things. Now, of course, what Harry is intending to accomplish may not necessarily be a win in this case. He is using this and milking it for the PR, which is what him and Meghan always do. And he's just milking it so he can say, "Look at me, here's what I have to say for today," and so it's all about the attention and distractions and nothing about actually accomplishing anything. Because we all know he's losing money with these courts. He's not making anything. Even if he wins them, he's not going to make any money. So it makes absolutely no sense unless you look at it through the lens of doing it for more publicity. And that's what it looks like. So that may be why he's so confident he's going to accomplish what he wants, because he's going to be the first royal since 1891 to sit in that box. This is like a royal in the witness box. He knows this is a big moment for him. This is huge. He knows, and him and Meghan want to make sure they take the full potential of this story and blow it up. And of course, Netflix, if they're going back to doing that or whatever they're planning on doing next. So what's Harry afraid of? What is he afraid of? How afraid is he? Eight of Wands reversed. Well, he knows that everybody's rooting against him. The media, nobody likes him. Everybody's talking about it, and everybody will be talking about it. It's going to be a lot of negative attention, particularly again since he is, you know, being so litigious and being so disrespectful and basically being a what's the word for it? Uh, I don't want to. You can't not a traitor to the U.S. because he's not a citizen here, but as a diabolical satanic influence on our society, working with the globalists and censoring people. So he doesn't. He knows that there's going to be a lot of negativity around him and all that he's doing here. He's not getting any widespread support, particularly in the media, and by attacking the media, he's only making it worse on himself, right? But I don't see him being as a minor arcana, so I don't. He expects that, and he knows this being controversial is, more publicity. Which him and Megan again just love doing. So what is he hoping for with this trial? Look at that, Four of Cups reversed. Well, he's hoping now. I saw a tweet about supposedly there was a survey done on Americans about who believes Harry and Meghan's stories or story. Perhaps I think it might have been about the alleged catastrophic car chase thing. And the survey said they surveyed I guess 1,500 people, and they said 52% believed Harry and Meghan's saga. I don't know if that's actually true or not because nobody I know believes anything they say, but of course I'm in the group of following them closely, so I know they lie constantly and that the whole story was BS, especially in New York. You cannot have car chases in Manhattan. Way too congested. But anyways, there's apparently, according to that survey, over 50% believed these two idiots. So I do get here that Harry is hoping to move those people emotionally and to have sympathy for him with his wah wah poor me story and give him another award. I heard did Megan buy another award or something? I think they're supposed to heard Harry bought another award for Netflix. They're trying to claim they got an award for that or something. As whatever the case may be. And I also see this as Harry is just bored in Montecito. This is Harry leaning against the tree that he allegedly buried his wife's fetus there. So yeah, he's bored, and I think that he's hoping to generate more attention and sympathy as well for himself. But I'm getting a minor arcana, so he doesn't have very high expectations or desires with this. Like, I don't get that he's expecting to obtain anything from the trial itself of significance. I think the trial and him being a royal in the box is his, and the attention it will bring is his main focus with this whole exercise. So, how did Meghan influence Harry in being delayed and snubbing the judge? Oh, I get the Knight of Pentacles reversed. So, again, I'm getting this idea of not helping him be ready and being more of a negative influence, and just not helpful to him in being on time. And I think that she did uh, pressure him to stay for Lilibet's birthday. How did Harry's lawyers or barristers influence him? And I get the Two of Wands. So I get the idea that they were just like, oh, I can't believe this. They tried to cover for him. Obviously, this is like his barrister here, looking over the wall of the castle, trying to explain to the judge, look, judge, you can't help it, He's got special circumstances. He's Prince Harry. So I do get that, the attorneys did their best to work with him, but really it was Megan was the negative influence here. So I'm not getting that the attorneys that it was the attorney's idea. I think it was more Megan's idea of anything, and her influence. Wow. So I do actually think that in Harry's warped, possessed, demonic mind, he felt that using Lilibet's birthday as an excuse was just uh, for PR or narrative purposes of some sort. Uh, that Megan's concocted. It was a great story to go with in doing this. And it does generate more attention for him, right? Because just the fact that he doesn't show up on the first date now, that's blown up to be a huge story. Everybody's talking about it. And that's what Harry and Meghan love to do. They love to do things where they act like they're just doing the regular thing, but really they're instigating people and trying to instigate them to react and talk and get all, a flutter about it. So that's what Harry and Meghan are all about, making people get, upset. They're very good at that, upsetting people and instigating them with their stupidity. So, how is it going to go tomorrow when he does finally take the box with his cotton mouth, boring way of talking and blah, 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 blah? How's it going to go? How's Mr. Blah, blah going to go? Oh, look at that. Uh-huh. I get the Three of Cups. He's gonna have his lawyers are like going to be supporting the hell out of him, and I saw in my last reading that Harry is working hand in hand, and everything he says is rehearsed and fed to him, and so is Meghan. So Harry is going to be uh, basically propped up by his lawyers, and um, yeah, so I think that it's going to go okay. It's not a major arcana, it's not a huge hit, not the way Harry wants it to be, but I do think that he's got so much support and he's being fed the answers. He knows exactly what to expect and how to respond. I mean, although Harry has never been questioned directly in an interview and whatnot, he does have a lifetime of experience of being in the spotlight and talking to journalists and various speeches that he gives. So his confidence in speaking, because I think for most people being on the stand is intimidating because especially if you're not comfortable being on stage and having everybody listening to you and staring at you. For most people, that's an unnerving experience. But for someone like Harry and Meghan, that's what they live for. This is what they do every day. They're buying themselves awards just so they can get up on stage and blah, blah, blah. So he is going to be very comfortable being the center of attention. Um, and it does look like, at least on the first day, because I'm only asking about Tuesday, and as others have pointed out, I think it was Evan Gardner saying that, one of the tactics of the barrister who interrogates him, if that's the word for it, questions him, is that they can't be too aggressive with him right away because it would make them look like the bad guys and Harry look like a victim. So they have to be careful how they go about it. So I think they got to probably just try to, make him look stupid, but try to disarm him. So I do see the first day it going smoothly. They may even the other attorney may, because Harry I think is supposed to testify 2 days if I'm not mistaken. But from the what I gathered from the just the couple of articles I read, I think Harry is supposed to testify more than one day. And if that's the case, the first day they may go easy on him, and the second day they'll dig into him. But let's see how's it going to end up. Oh, not well for Harry. Oh my goodness, I get the King of Wands reversed. Wah, wah. Oh, this is gonna be a disaster. So there's the lion down there. Yeah, he's not good. He does not have the backing of the royal family or the media or anyone on this. Crash and burn Harry in the end. I think he's gonna either it's gonna come out his temper sooner or later, if not the first day, the second. And in the end, they're gonna roast him nonstop, and his arrogance is gonna show, and his stupidity and his drugged up, addled mind. So it's gonna be a disaster for him, particularly in the PR, with the PR in the end. It is definitely not going. His expectations are way too high, is what's going on here. His arrogance is off the charts. He just thinks, piece of cake. I do this all the time. I'll just go in there and tell him how it is. And poor me. And I have post traumatic stress disorder. You don't understand. So he thinks he's going to get away with that. And I think tomorrow, for some reason, tomorrow I'm seeing that he's going to be celebrating something. And it's going to be, a lot of people enjoying that. This could also be all the people enjoying raking him over the coals because everybody comes out and talking about it. So it's going to be a bit of a you know celebrated. I don't want to say celebrated, but a lot of people having fun, laughing, making fun of him. But in the end, it's definitely not going to go his way, and he's not going to achieve what he wants. He's going to just end up looking worser and worser. And Megan is no help. I gotta tell you, she's nothing but negativity, and Harry is just nothing but evil. At the end of it all, you know. He's trying to draw upon his satanic buddies, and it's not helping. I'm telling you, because he's an oppressor. This is what Harry wants to do with freedom of speech around the world. He wants to oppress everyone, and he just thinks he has every right to do that. But yeah, not. Him and Meghan are living in this fantasy world, and this trial is not going to go well for him. It's only going to make him look worse. Yeah. So I do at the end of the day, I do think that surprisingly, he did not show up because he was celebrating his daughter's birthday, his 2-year-old daughter's birthday, or that's the story he went with. But that's why he decided to hold back, and I think Megan was behind that. She seems, and I don't think it's necessarily because she really cares. We all know Megan doesn't care about anyone but herself, but I think that her and her mother, Queen of Pentacles reversed, thought this was a good strategy to go with, and one that they may use to play up in the media to get sympathy and pictures and whatever whatnot. Yeah, so this is like all everything Harry and Meghan do is PR strategy. We all know that, and concocted and cannot and contrived and fake and phony is everything else, and trying to get people's sympathy and emotions riled up. Right, we get with the cups and cups. But it's all very evil at the end of the day, and they are very evil, the heart of it all. For sure, I'm pushing their political agenda, New World Order agenda as well. All right, but it's a big fail. So that is what I see. So I hope you enjoyed this. If so, please like and subscribe. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye bye.